This video will give an overview of the manager's process for fast and easy social marketing. So for the most part, you're going to log in at the worker level of access in the portal. There's another login you'll also use, but this one is where you'll start. The only task that applies to you is this one, client setup. So the consultant is finished with the client. They've set them up as far as they're going to set them up in the system. Now you're going to go in and complete that. So we'll use business breakthroughs as an example. And what you have to do for client setup is all detailed in the written guide. But basically, you're going to take that keyword research that the consultant would have sent to you, and you're going to decide on what the first 3 months of your keyword strategy is going to be. You're going to enter the keyword phrases that you want to have for those 3 months into this list. You just add them one by one and hit save, and then they come up over here. You're going to assign this client to a writer, send them an email, and detail what the keyword strategy is going to be so they know, and get them started creating content. You're also going to go to our Google Calendar, and you're going to set up some due dates. You're going to set up for the next 3 months the monthly due date for that client, and you are going to make this very easy. You're going to color code it for the writer. So say purple's Annie and yellow is Alex. And you're going to include the name of the client, the fact that it's a due date, and the keyword phrase for that month, Boulder, Colorado real estate. For this one, it's the client is alternative power, it's a due date, and their keyword is evacuated to Collectors, Colorado. Make it really, really easy so the writer can, won't have any mistakes. You don't want them creating materials and then realize they're on the wrong keyword phrase. Okay, you're also going to set up some due dates for yourself. This will include the monthly review and also a 3-month review for this client. And then I would recommend you also put their renewal date, if it's a 6-month contract, 6 months out, put their renewal date as well. But at the 3-month point, you'll set up the next 3 months of due dates. But so that's important. You get your calendar completely set. You send that email over to the writer with the keyword strategy. At that point, you are finished with the setup for this client. Now for the monthly review, so you go to your Google Calendar, you see, okay, it's Friday 9:30. We're going to have the Delaney Realty monthly review. So here's what you do for a monthly review. The first thing you're going to do is, check to see if this client's materials have been created correctly. So you just want to go and see that they were done. And we'll go to National News Today. We go to Media Upload. So this is where the writer uploads their content. You go to the list and you just search on the month. So just start at the first of the month. Hit search. Now typically you'll just see one set for that month. So here we see one video, 3 sets, so 3 sets of linking articles and 3 blog posts. And that's all you need. So that has been done. This one has more than that, but typically you'll just see that one set, one keyword phrase, and then all the different materials for that set. So that one's been done. Great. Now you want to go to submissions and check to make sure this client's been handled correctly. Again, you search from the first day of the month, and you're going to see all of the submissions. Now, this isn't set up correctly, but you will see tons and tons of submissions. So it'll be pages and pages of submissions. You just want to go in and scan it and make sure there's 40 video posts and that everything has been done completely. So that is that's all you have to do for the monthly. No, I'm sorry, that is not all you do for the monthly review. The monthly review next, so you've made sure everything's happened. Now you want to go to reporting. And you're going to go and log the followers. So that's part of your job here. You could outsource this. I recommend doing that down the road, but right now I want you to see exactly how things are doing, have a very hands-on approach to this. So say you go to Facebook. The way you're going to find or Twitter, say we're going to find the Twitter followers and update that. The way you're going to find it is to go to profiles. You can just click on the link here. I already have it open. So I see there's 168. I'm going to go back to reporting. And I would just put 168 in here and save. I've already done that, so it's already in there. I go to Facebook. I look over here. There's 10. Go back to the portal. Change this to Facebook. The count to 10. Hit save, and I'm done. Okay, so the followers are updated. We're just doing Facebook and Twitter for now. Those are the ones we're promoting. Now the keywords, you have all the keywords that you've added here. If you don't see the keyword, it means you forgot to add it in the keywords list, so you need to go do that. But for reporting, you're basically going to hit this tab. Right now it's set up to the wrong SERP tool, but in the future you'll hit that. It'll take you to this, It'll take you to the view all campaigns. In our current SERP tool, you find the client, and it'll be marked campaign name FESM. And then you're going to go and choose view reports, and this is going to show you only the phrases that are on the first page. So at a glance, you'll be able to see what phrases are on the first page and what are their positions. And then you go back here, you choose, there's only going to be a few, at a time. So you just choose, okay, I know tool and die maker is in position 10 today. So I set that up, I hit save. I already did that. So there we go. So that's reported. All right, so now you want to do that because now the next thing you're going to do is trigger the email to the client so they know they're encouraged to log into the portal and to check their results, check the progress, check what we've done for them. So that's, you want to make sure it's updated. And that is it for the monthly review. The next thing you want to do is a 3-month review. So you go to that calendar, and so this time you see, oh, it's time for the 3-month review. You do the exact same thing you just did for the 1-month review, but you're going to add some steps. One of those is to really look at how you're doing with the keywords. So, okay, we've got tool and die maker, but we don't have much else. Maybe we don't need to change the strategy. We still need to hit some of these other ones. Maybe we need some more short blog posts. What do we need to do to get some more phrases on the first page? Or have we gotten them all and now we need to go to the next group? So you want to kind of go back and look at that keyword research that's been done and assess what the best strategy is moving forward. So they've been going for 3 months. That means all your due dates are done. You want to go back to Google Calendar, and then you're going to set the next due dates. Monthly, due dates for material for the next 3 months, and also monthly review and 3-month review. So you want to make sure all of those are on the calendar at the 3-month part. If you've changed anything about the keyword phrases, you want to email the writer and let them know, but also put those keyword phrases in the due date notices on Google Calendar so that it's right there where everybody can see it. Okay, so that is the portal for your management jobs. I'm going to make a separate video to deal with back-end processes like trouble tickets. So I'll do that as a separate video, but that's it for managing the content.